Hello and welcome to part 2 of Breaking into CB. If you haven't already watched part 1, please go back on the channel and watch that first. We've got some more exciting extracts to come from this tape that was found in an eBay purchase from a ZX Spectra computer. So sit back, have fun. We'll drop back to the 70s and the 80s with some more CB japery. You might learn a thing or two as well. So hold on tight and here we go.
A marine unit, as the name suggests, is a mobile unit on a boat. It is in fact a lot cheaper than a ship-to-shore radio and has the advantage that the antenna can be used on both land and sea. Now, before I go on to the controls and features of rigs, let me just say a few words about the channels. The 40-channel transceiver means that within the frequency range of 27 megahertz, there are 40 different channels on which a message can be transmitted or received. Likewise, the 80-channel rig transmits and receives over 80 different channels within the 27 megahertz band frequency. The SSB, or single sideband, basically involves dividing each channel into a carrier and two sidebands, upper and lower, each a duplicate of the other. SSB offers the advantage of greater range, along with more channels of more importance. It reduces interference and it increases performance. The disadvantage is the need to adjust the clarifier each time a different signal is received. Right, now the controls on a rig. The basic transceiver has only 3 controls: a channel selector, a squelch control, and an on-off volume control. As sets become more expensive, you'll find all kinds of extra fancy knobs and dials. So here's a brief breakdown of the most common ones along with their function. Firstly, the volume on-off switch. Well, this turns your rig on and off and controls the volume.
Oh, like my trenny, you mean?
Yeah, that's right. Next, there's the channel selection switch, which allows you to select any one of the 40 channels or more which you can transceive on. The channel selected is usually shown on an LED or light-emitting diode readout. Incidentally, many rigs now feature automatic scanners which keep moving from channel to channel, and some microphones have the channel selector in their housing. Very convenient on mobile units.
Oh, nice.
Then there's the squelch control, which filters out background noise, static, and weak signals. With this control on full, only strong signals can be received, and when it's off, the unit will receive very weak signals.
My well is squelched when I step in puddles. I think I'll fit one of these controls to stop my feet getting wet.
Yes, well, Well, the automatic noise limiter, or ANL, filters out static and ignition noises. It's usually an on-off switch on the front of the transceiver. The noise blanker, or NB, is a more powerful version of the ANL. Then we have the delta tune.
I know what a pop tune is.
Yes. Well, a delta tune is a control on some transceivers which makes it possible to home in on stations which are off-center of a channel. It simply centralizes them to get the strongest signal. Next, we have the RF gain control. This reduces the RF, or radio frequency volume, in your amplifier, thereby preventing overloading the receiver with a strong signal. The meter, better known as the S-meter, indicates by the use of 2 scales the relative strength of incoming signals. And finally, the DX local switch. This is an attenuator which enables you to receive short-range signals in one position and longer range, or DX, signals in the other switch position. Right. Well, that covers most of the controls and features you'll find on a rig. You might find it useful at this stage, particularly if you're a newcomer to the pleasures of CB, to go back to the beginning of this section and run over the points again. Oh, don't worry, you won't miss anything. I'll stop talking until you've come back to this point on the tape.
Right, that's it. Sybil,